You, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now... Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing again. Fields. Got a man. It's Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
And the Titans first down.
On 1st and 10, Fields nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Throwing on third and long. Fields. Open man is Gordon, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Second and 3 at the Vikings 17-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Second and 3. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. From the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try the left side. Evans. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down.
54, Mike. 54, watch the screen.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Hey, hold on. 54, Mike.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets it complete to Harris. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on first down. Fields. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Derrick Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Now it's Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Let's go now. Come on, now the wood. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, check, check.
A first down carry for Henry. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Cut, cut, cut.
Here's 2nd and 8. Out to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
And it's third down.
The Titans on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
You ain't doing nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Titans' 44-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. So a bit of traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Shedding the tackle. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. The Vikings send out their punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or...
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. In for the score, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
He'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Come on now, let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Henry running right. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
They'll look to throw. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's got room. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
It's a pickup of 3.
They go again with Muhammad. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from it.
Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. On first down, right back to Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Check pass.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's brought in by Harris. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Philip Lindsey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Evans, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
to throw on second down. Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A loss of 2 there, second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll try and run forward with Lindsey, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Here's Lindsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Out. Check 13. Check 13.
Now back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. How about that? Their quarterback, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead now up to 14. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D.
On first down, it's Evans. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's get it. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
They'll try the right side with Henry. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And finding Pruitt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Shaq Lawson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. He completes it to Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. On fourth down, Fields. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
complete to Philip Lindsay. A gain of 4.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. It's their quarterback. 37 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, they just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Anthony Barr brought him down. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
On third down, Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Today's final score.